Hello everyone and welcome to another round in Tier 2 in SRL. And we're now in USA with another full grid. Hopefully we're going to have a close qualifying again. We have a new driver on the grid today. It's Notenboompje, a Dutch name of course. And really curious what he can do with another full grid. USA seems it's going to be dry this session, so interesting how this will go. And we're going to have a look at the current standings. The first round in Bahrain with Nelly winning the first race, brother Adam taking P2, Arjun taking P3. So really looking forward to see another battle between these three drivers. Let's see who can get some good points. This tier is really close, so everyone can win. And going to have a look at the current strategies. I think all the drivers will go for a two-stop strategy if you start on the soft tires. So an interesting strategy call with three drivers going outside on the medium tire, and they will go for a one stop if they can have a good time on the medium tire. So interesting to see who's gonna get that pole position today in the USA. A tight track for the track limits, but it's all going to be very close again. It's a long track, so the gaps will be a bit bigger. The current constructor leaders is the Mercedes team of brother Adam and Hutchie. They are currently leading the constructor championship with 5 points ahead of AlphaTauri. With AlphaTauri having a really strong team, with Nelly and Frabai being in a team. Now let's have a look. Who's the first one? Let's follow a Renault. I think that's Bob Sara. Let's follow Bob. He is the first one to set a lap, followed by one of the Red Bulls. So let's stay on board with Bob. This tricky S's. It's really easy to invalidate your lap on this track. Switching back to second gear is a lot of RPM for Bob. Let's see how we can manage to get a good lap. Interesting to see that Ava, Farico, Seme and Farico Toxic and IP going for a medium run. So really curious what they can do on these tires. But Bob is probably going for the two-stop strategy. Unless we have an early safety car, then he will probably pit for the hards. That's also an option. And still within the track limits for Bob Sada, so let's have a look. The first one to set a lap, it's Bob. Can he surprise us with a good lap? It's looking good for now from Bob. And a 132.6 is the first lap. Tom H has invalidated. And Vico puts himself into provisional pole position with a 130.9. And the first one to dive into the 130s. A good lap from Vico. So I think it's going to be Sharif who is the first one to set a lap. With IP even having a good lap on the mediums as well. Managing the time of Bob on the mediums. It's good to see. Sharif puts himself into P2. And it's good to see Frabai now takes the provisional pole position on 130.3. That's a good lap from Frabai. A good first lap. Rocky's also on the lap. Let's have a look. Nelly still in the pits. Interesting to see. Hachi puts himself in P3 now. So Frabai has done an excellent lap here. And Tom H has a purple sector too. So let's follow Tom for now. It's a long track, so the gaps will be a bit bigger than Bahrain. Oh, invalidation for Tom. Rico puts himself into P10 on the mediums as well. And so does Rico Toxic. Only 2 seconds away from Frabai on the mediums. Let's follow Eva. Eva now heading into the last corner. What time can he set on the mediums? Rocky puts himself in P2. And Eva puts himself into P8. A good lap on the mediums as well from Eva. And let's follow Neuro Pirate in the racing point. And a 130.9, a good lap from Neuro, still not good enough to match the pace of Frabai. So interesting to see who can challenge Frabai for that pole position. And Arjun is diving into the pits. The teammate of Rocky, a strong team as well. I'm really curious what they can do. They have currently scored 1 podium, and Arjun got the points. They're currently sitting in P3 in the Constructor Championship. So really looking forward to see the Ferrari team moving up, because in real life it's not, the Ferrari team is not really that quick. Jamal Henne is now going to start his outlap. And still from P2 to P8 is still really close, within 6/10. It's really easy to lose time if you don't nail the right corners. And a purple sector for Jamal. Jamal has showed us that he has some pace today, so what can Jamal do? Can he challenge Frabai for pole position? In the practice race I think he did a 1:30.0, so can he be the first one to get himself into the 29s? Let's stay on board with it with the Red Bull driver. And we also have one of our new drivers, Notenboompje, getting his first official league race in SRL. Really curious what Notenboompje can do, but let's still stay on board with Jamal Henne, taking that corner really cautious. Let's see what the Red Bull driver can do. Can he challenge Frabai for the provisional pole position spot? We're going to see it right now. And he's not going to make it. 130.8 with having a purple sector 1. Not going to be enough. So let's stay on board with Nelly, the previous race winner. Let's first see Notenboompje is the first one to cross the line. So let's switch back to Nelly after that. And a good lap. And Nelly goes provisional pole, 129.9. A great lap from Nelly, the teammate of Frabai. For now, it's a AlphaTauri lockout. And it's good to see a front row lockout from the AlphaTauri team. Strong team, as I said before. The first driver into the 29s. Let's follow Tom H, the other Red Bull driver, the teammate of Jamal Henne. They're all having very strong teams on the grid in this tier. An interesting battle the whole season. 130.6, and that puts him in P3 for now. Oh, and IP gets disqualified from the session. Unfortunate for IP. And Scotty is going to set another lap. Dark RT puts himself in P9. But is he going for another lap? I think he is. Well, let's have a look. Nelly is probably going into the pits. And Arjun has invalidated again. Well, Cole is also one of the drivers who haven't set a lap yet. So let's have a look who's on a hot lap for now. It's gonna be Dark. Dark is currently up on his time. Can he improve himself? Let's follow Dark on his hot lap. Let's see if he can improve. And still 1.5 stand up on his time. Heading into sector 3 now. And Dark RT is now heading into the... Oh, a big lockup from Dark RT. That's not going to help him on his time. But he's still improving by 3/10. And that puts him in P8, P6 for now. Let's have a look at Vico has invalidated. Sharif has invalidated. Brother Adam is 3/10 up. But will that be enough to get himself into the top 10? And yes, he can. P8 for Brother Adam. And both AlphaTauri drivers are on a different level here at USA. Look how close the midfield is for the last podium spot. It's going to be an epic battle. From P4 to P8 is really, really close. And Rico Toxic is now on a run. He is running on a fresh set of softs. He set his previous time on the medium tire. And it's looking good so far for Rico Toxic. And Rico Toxic puts himself into P4. And that's a good lap from Furico. And still from P1 to P12 within a second. That's again good to see on this track, because it's a big track. And can Furico improve himself? Furico Seme this. Let's have a look. Oh, a bit wide there from Furico Seme. But he also set his previous lap on the medium. So what is he going to do? And he gets 1.6 seconds off his time, but it's still not good enough for top 10 qualifying. Tom H improves himself, or is he starting his lap now? He is currently starting his lap now. So let's have a look at Tom. And a purple sector 1 for Tom. Can he challenge the AlphaTauris? Can he get a purple sector too as well? Yes, he can. But only 2/10 up on his current time. Will he be able to challenge the time of Frabai? He needs to have a good sector 3. Oh, almost sliding over that corner. Oh, invalidation for Tom. Oh, that's not gonna help him. Well, Frabai is now setting the fastest sector 1. Will he be able to challenge his teammate? And Rocky is getting a slipstream from Neuropirate as well. Interesting. And that's a purple sector 2. He's currently 2/10 up on his time. A hard track to get it right. But I think Nelly did an amazing job to get that time within the 29s. And Nelly's going to stay in the pits, so he's not gonna go for another run. We only have 1 minute of qualifying left. Rocky goes to 3rd fastest. Let's follow Frabai now. Can Frabai challenge the time of Nelly? Can he do that? No, but he improves by 2/10. Afrika Toxic is now going on an outlet, that's pretty sure. Okay, let's follow the new driver, Noteboompje. Let's have a look. Into the last corner. Frabai also retired from the session and he improves by 2/10. And that puts him in P14. And Sharif is also going on a lap, while Scotty is improving himself as well. And please get out of the way of Scotty, please. And Hutchie is also starting his hot lap now. What can Scotty do? A 131.1, and that puts him in P14. And Cole is aborting his lap probably. I don't think he's going to set a lap. Well, we have Ava going on a lap as well, invalidated his time. Can Gmob improve himself? This is a man to watch. He showed us in the practice race that he can qualify on the 130.0. Can he grab that second place from Frabai? But let's follow Vico first. Locking up into the last corner. Let's see what can Vico do. Vico puts himself into P3 and that's a good lap from Vico. Nice lap. Let's have a look at Gmal. Because Gmal is a man to watch, but Brother Adam is going to cross the line first. Finished P2 the last race. Can he get himself up the order? And a bit of oversteer there. But still improves to P7. But Dark RT gets that P7 from Brother Adam. And Arjun into P4. And I think Hutchie didn't improve. We still have Scotty on a lap. Not sure if he's going to... No, Scotty lost his front wing probably. So this was our qualifying session of today with a front row lockout for the AlphaTauri team. And they're currently second in the Constructors' Championship, so a good performance from both drivers. Also a strong performance from Vico. Now Vico needs to focus on his consistency in the race and he might be able to challenge the top two drivers. Well, this was a qualifying of today. Nelly and Farbai locking up the front row, with Fico, Arjun and Rocky close behind, within 5 tenths. And look how close the grid is on such a long track, with the top 18 within 1.5 seconds, and that's good to see from all the drivers. An interesting battle for the top spot between both AlphaTauri drivers, and who is able to catch them. And really looking forward to what are your predictions of today. What is your top 3 prediction? Leave it in the comments on the Discord, or I mean in the stream. And our formation lap is on our way. And let's have a look at the tire situations. The top, outside the top 10 is Ava starting on the mediums, Hutchie starting on the mediums, Scotty on the mediums, Noto on the mediums. They definitely will try to go for the medium soft strategy. It's going to be very interesting, because how fast is that strategy compared to the 2-stop? We're gonna find it out. With such a close grid, we can surely find out. Both AlphaTauris getting a quick formation lap in to get that tires on the right temperature, because that's really important. The first corner is going a bit uphill, so probably going to see some small incidents into the first corner. Hopefully we don't, but well, Nelly is getting ready on the grid, and everyone is now getting ready to get this race started in the USA. Round 2 of the SRL Tier 2 Championship, having 10 races this season. Need to have a good camera view, and we're going, and it's lights out and away we go, and we are off in USA. The USA with a good start from Farbai on the inside of Nelly, but Nelly getting pushed a bit wide, seeing front wings flying everywhere. Fraubai taking P1 of Nelly. A good start from both AlphaTauri drivers. Switching positions. Vico still into. And we have a safety car already. With Bob Sada in the wall. Probably. And that's unfortunate for Bob. We already have a safety car. So what are the drivers on the soft tires are going to do? Interesting what the front runners on the softs will do. Current position changes. Biggest winners are Sharif, Farico Same, Cole winning 3 positions, and a lot of not many position changes. And as Witch is saying, Vico is currently running podium course, so that's good to see from Vico. Nelly and Vico were both rivals in F4 last season. As you can see, we're happy we've put them in Tier 2, because they can definitely match the pace of the Tier 2 guys. And Vico is in the pits, while Fraubai is also pitting. Nelly is continuing. And a lot of drivers are pitting. And Fraubai is going for mediums. Vico is going for another soft. No, Vico is switching his front wing. And on mediums. Now Arden is taking over the lead. Or is it all buggy again? It's Nelly who's in the lead. Interesting strategy calls from Fraubai, Rocky, Vico, IP and Hutchie. Let's have a look at the tires of Hutchie. IP switches to the hards, while Vico is switched to the medium tires, so he will probably go for the soft medium strategy. That's good to see from Vico. But they can all push now. And now the biggest winners are Sharif, Farico Same and Neuro Pirate, who are the biggest position winners. Safety car in lap 1. Second race in a row. Oh, and it's Noten having a 5-second time penalty with Scotty Fennell. Under safety car conditions. And Cole is diving in the pits as well. And which tire is he going to choose? He's going for an alternate strategy. He started on the mediums. You should have. But he's changing his front wing. And switching to new softs. Nelly is back where he belongs, in P1, won the last race in Bahrain. Let's have a look if he can win this race as well. Both Red Bulls sitting in P3 and P4. That's good to see from the Red Bull team. smoothly. We're going on our way again after this lap. Running 3 laps behind the safety car. Will Nelly be able to set the pace at the end of this lap? And the safety car is going in this lap, so Nelly will be able to get the whole grid running again. Nelly's weaving to get that tires on the right temperature. But don't count out Arjun. Arjun is always on a mission. A really quick driver. Took a podium last race. Now sitting in P2. But let's stay on board with Nelly. Because he's the one to set the pace. When the safety car is in. And he's probably going. And there he goes. Nelly goes on the throttle with Jimon Hinny really closing in. Tom H closing in on Arjun. A good restart from Nelly. And do we have any battles on track? Side by side battles? I don't think we have. Yeah, we have. Between Sharif, Scotty Fennell, Farico Seme. Oh, and there's a touch. Farico Seme spins off track. Side by side through the S's is not possible, guys. And Farico Toxic is now next to Ava. Getting a move done on the quicker tire. And Farico Toxic get the move done, but look at Ava already under pressure of Sharif. And Sharif is now looking on the outside on the quicker tire. Now on the inside. And Sharif got the move done, but still side by side. And a great restart from everyone. Unfortunate from Frico Seme. And Scotty Fennell is hunting down Ava. Both on the medium tires. And Nelly is getting the pace up. He wants that 1 second gap ahead of Arjun to get him out of the DRS, but Arjun is closing in now. Arjun has showed us last season that he has amazing race pace. Always stays out of trouble. Will you be able to challenge Nelly for the win today? Dark RT hunting down Neuro Pirate. Will he be close enough? I don't think he will. And also Farico Toxic really close behind. Well, we have a really close battle. Look at this. This is really close. Almost 3 wide. And now Notenboompje and Cole, both teammates are now having a great battle. Cole is showing that he's on a quicker tire. So that his teammate needs to make room for him. And yes, we all know USA is going to be a really tight track. To get it, to stay it within the track limits, it's going to be very much penalties. Farico Toxic is hunting down Dark RT. Look how close the grid is after 6 laps. Still, all the drivers are almost within 1 second. And there's a battle between Neuropirate and Dark. Neuropirate runs wide. Neuropirate will definitely go for the switchback move. And now side by side with Dark. Does he pick up the DRS? No. No DRS enabled just yet. Yeah, Furico Toxic has the DRS. Now dives on the inside of Neuropirate. And they're still side by side. Look at this camera view. Oh, close battle between these two. But nice and clean. That's what we like to see. Good battle between Furico Toxic and Neuropirate for P7. Will Furico be close enough? No, not yet. Nelly almost have that 1 second gap to Arjun. And Furico Toxic picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's not gonna help him at the end of this race. But Furico Toxic now within 3/10 of Neuropirate, sliding out of that corner. While Neuropirate is also picking up the DRS of Dark. But will Furico be able to make him move? No, he's showing himself, but he's not going for the move. And Tom H is now next, side by side with his teammate. This is for the last podium spot. But they definitely have respect for each other. Your teammates, you need to get their points for the Constructor Championship. And Furico Toxic gets the move done on Sharif. And Sharif runs a bit wide. And losing 2 places also to Ava, getting promoted to P9. But Ava is on a different strategy. So we're definitely going to see an interesting strategy call from outside the top 10. We started on the mediums. And Nelly now having a gap of 2 seconds ahead of Arjun. Another epic battle between Rocky and Scotty. Rocky now having a look on the inside, but he's not close enough to get that move done. Let's have a look at the current penalty situations for now. Not a lot of penalties. I expected more. Scotty 5 seconds, far by overtaking Rocky. Really close field. It is in quali, but also in race pace. Look how close the grid is after 9 laps. That's amazing to see. one of the closest battle on track. It's like the whole train. And Sharif is having a look on the inside of Eva. Still, the soft tires are still better for the grip compared to the mediums. And we have a yellow in sector 3 who is falling down the order. Frabaya has lost some places. And we have Rocky and Dark also. Look how close these battles are. And Vico, Dark RT, is diving into the pits. Which tire is he choosing? The first driver to make his pit stop. He is going for a front wing change and mediums. But now we're all curious if he can get it till the end. And Sharif is now close on his teammate. On the inside, both Racing Point drivers having a great battle. And Jimal Hinney for P2. Jimal Hinney is overtaking Arjun for P2. A good battle between Jimal and Arjun. Jimal not picking up a single penalty. And Nelly is cruising at the front like Lewis Hamilton style. 2.7 seconds away. A yellow in sector 3. And who's losing places? Oh, it's Cole. Cole, who has set himself in the wall, losing his front wing. A close battle on track between Frabai and Fico, both on medium tires. Going through the S's. Oh, Frabai picks up his first penalty. You saw him cutting that corner. Only a few drivers who haven't got a penalty. Frabai is having a look, but it's not enough. He has the bad luck that Fico gets the DRS of the guys in front of him. It's a whole train from P6, P5 to P11. And Nelly, the leader of this race, is pitting now. Definitely going for the soft medium strategy probably. Nelly switching to fresh mediums. And Jimal and Arjun are still continuing on their current stint. So does Farico. Toxic. And of course Eva. And we have a battle between Vico and Scotty. Vico overtaking Scotty for P7. And Eva also picks up his first penalty. Now almost every driver has a penalty. And look at this. Nelly even pitting in lap 11. Still falling back to P11. Oh, IP crashed out in the wall. And look at where he is. Well, we get a VSC has deployed. IP puts his car in the wall. So again, no points for IP. Unfortunate for him because it's his second race. He isn't scoring any points. Now, will this allow the front runners to make a pit stop? I think this is the right moment. Yes, this is. With Arjun and Gmal now diving in the pits. Will they win a lot of time? Because all the other drivers needs to slow down. Oh, Vico gets a drive-through. Who has got a drive-through? Only Vico. Unfortunate for Vico, because Vico, you have the pace to fight for that podium. Come on. And Vico will be angry. And look, Gmal is only 2.2 seconds away from Nelly, so he won quite some time on Nelly. But Nelly is already closing in on Noten, and he made the overtake. And we have a battle between Vico and Scotty. Scotty is still, but Vico is still on, now has the better line. Side by side battle between Vico and Scotty. With Vico being the winner. Vico is on fresher tires. Only 2 laps. Well, Nelly is on fresh mediums. So he's definitely going to close that gap really quick. With his teammate Frabai running in front of him. And Gmal also made an excellent choice on his pit stop. Halfway ongoing in USA, with Nelly closing the gap on his teammate Frabai. Will Frabai not going to be too hard for him? Will there be team orders? I'm not sure if Frabai is going to give that position, because Frabai is also in a battle with Scotty, and now both AlphaTauris hunting down Scotty. Frabai gets the move done on Scotty. Now Nelly has to get that overtake done real quick. And Tom H is hunting down Noten. A few drivers who haven't got a penalty just yet, that are Nelly, Gmal, Tom H, Hutchie and Sharif. Only 5 drivers. And Tom H gets the move done on Noten. And Nelly is still behind Scotty. And Cole sets the fastest lap now. On the outside of Scotty now, taking different lines. But of course Nelly has the faster tire. So he got the move done on Scotty already. And now he's going to hunt down. Yes, Bob, I have noticed that. He's going to hunt down Farby. Will he be able to catch him? Farby has the DRS of Eva. But Farby is on 12 lap of mediums already. Really curious what the front runners will do. When will they pit? I think they will pit around lap 16 or 17 to get that last 10 laps on fresh softs. And Arjun is closing in now on Gmal, but Gmal is closing in on Scotty. The small train is getting there. Arjun a bit of oversteer. Nelly overtakes his teammate now. And Nelly is showing some excellent pace. Another great performance from Nelly. And Nelly goes for another move probably on Eva. And another battle between the Red Bull and Scotty. Oh, and Scotty misses his braking point. And that will allow Gmal to pass him. And a battle between the McLaren of Eva and Farby. Farby being the winner. And interesting to see what all the medium runners... Oh, there's Eva going in the pits with Scotty Fennell following him. Well, Gmal is closing in on Farby as well. As we've said, Gmal has an amazing race pace. Let's have a look. Eva is already pitting for the soft tires. Scotty is pitting for the soft tires as well. Medium soft it is for Scotty and Eva. And a battle between Farby and Gmal now. Gmal is on the back of Farby. Farby needs to make another pit stop. Let's follow this battle. And Nelly is already closing in on Rocky. But Rocky will be going in the pits real soon. And Farby picks up another penalty. And Farby and Gmal. Gmal made the move on Farby for P3. I missed that. Sorry. We all know Gmal's on the quicker tire at the moment. Farby is probably struggling on these 15 lap old mediums. Nelly picks up his first penalty. But let's have a look at the current penalty situation. Federico Senna only having 12 seconds of penalties, with Rocky having 9 seconds. And Nelly, Gmal is also really close to Nelly. But Nelly is going for a move for P1. On the inside of Rocky. And an excellent move from Nelly. So let's head back to the battle. Arjun sliding sector 2. And something happened with Ava probably. Oh, Ava spins. And Fico is having a look on Ava. And Tom H. Rocky's in the pits for fresh soft tires. Now the hunt for Rocky has begun. To make up some time, he has 9 seconds of penalties. Hutchie also pitting for fresh softs. And Fico is diving into the pits again. And now Nelly has potentially get that win. He's already 2 seconds away from Gmol. And he's building up that gap. Tire situations. Brother Adam is on the hards. How will these hards be at the end? He's not gonna stop anymore. Arjun now. Farby is in the pits. A wrong strategy call from Farby to pit that early. Now you have only 9 laps to go to make up some time. Even not sure what happened there with Farby. And Scotty, let's stay on board with him. He's catching up on Ava. With Ava getting another time penalty. And Sharif is the only driver who hasn't got a single penalty. And that will help him at the end of this race. Because the guy in front of him has 9 seconds of penalties. Furico Toxic has 6 seconds. He will jump a few drivers. Well, Furico Toxic is now in a battle with Neuro Pirate for P6. Furico Toxic doing the switchback move, but it's not enough. And on the inside, Furico Toxic. Oh, Sharif's taking down the air. What a battle between these two. Nice and fair between Furico Toxic and Neuro Pirate. Well, Furico Toxic now has the better line. Has the overspeed, but still side by side. A nice battle between Sharif and Furico Toxic. Let's stay on board with this battle for now. And Rocky sets the fastest lap, so he will definitely try to join this battle. Furico Toxic picks up another penalty. And that will make him equal with Rocky. With Rocky having the advantage on the tires. So it's not gonna take long to get that overtake done for Rocky. And there he goes already. On the inside of Furico Toxic. Having the better tire. A great move by Rocky. Now his hunt has begun on Sharif, Neuro Pirate. Well, Scotty Venom is really closing in on Dark RT. But Scotty has a moment. He's losing time. And Eva is now all over him. But he is still in front. Eva having 14 seconds of penalties. And that's not gonna help him. Well, Rocky and Neuropirate are battling, but Neuropirate is keeping his car in front of Rocky. A tie battle between these three drivers. And Eva Immortal picks up another time penalty, 17 seconds already. Not sure if you get a disqualification after 25 seconds maybe. Rocky now at the back of Neuropirate. Definitely going to Neuropirate is definitely going to be a sitting duck. Oh, but he's still going for it. Nope, it's not enough. Rocky gets to move on, and now he has the space ahead of him to create a gap. Well, Arjun is at the back of Gmol for P2. A battle for P2. Well, Tom H is also closing on Arjun. There will be a battle for the last podium spot. It's really important to not pick up any penalty. And Eva has left probably. Not sure why he's not retiring in the pits. He's just leaving. Dark RT and Scotty are battling on track for P11. So Fraba is in the points again and now at the back of Sharif as well. Sharif is not the only driver who haven't picked up a single penalty. Hopefully it will help that for him at the end of this race. And another battle, a tie battle between Neuropirate and Farico Toxic. And Arjun now at the back of Gmol for P2. With only 5 laps to go, Nelly still leading. And Arjun closing in on Gmol now. Can he go for a move? He is late braking, but he did a great job. Arjun made an excellent move on Gmol. Diving on the inside now. Now he has the advantage to create a gap. He needs 3 seconds ahead of Gmol to keep that position. And Sharif picks up his first penalty. Well, there's still a battle between Scotty, Sharif and Dark RT. And still a great battle between these 3 drivers. And Dark RT is going for the move on Sharif. And now puts himself into the points. Scotty now has the quicker tire from the softs. Can he go for an attack on Sharif as well? look at the current tire situation. Sharif running on 11 lap old mediums compared to Scotty running on 6 lap old softs. Interesting to see. And Tom H is now closing in on Gmall. Hunting down his teammate. Will he up the pace to get past his teammate? And the current penalty situations, both having 3 seconds. So there must be a battle on track. And brother Adam is having excellent race pace for now. On the hards as well. So the hards are not that terrible. And we're going to stay on board with Hutchie even closing in on Scotty now. Hutchie closing in at the back of Scotty with having 3 laps to go here at USA. Round 2 of Tier 2. Another close battle on the grid between all the drivers. Well, Arjun is now really closing in on Nelly. Will Arjun have the advantage of tires in the last laps? He definitely wants to win it on track. He has 6 seconds of penalties. Arjun is showing excellent race pace. I think Arjun won 2 positions. Sharif winning 6 positions. Arjun is driving an excellent race. A battle for P1 in the last 2 laps between Arjun and Nelly. Oh, and Cole has got himself in the wall. But let's stay on board with the battle for the lead between Arjun and Ellie. And let's have a look at let's have a close look on the penalty situations. At the moment, as it stands, Nelly is gonna get another win in Tier 2, showing excellent race pace, great qualifying lap, and such an amazing racecraft from Nelly. Not pitting under the safety car definitely was the right choice to do. And the last lap is on his way. Will Arjun be able to make a move on Nelly? And Arjun is definitely pushing himself. He needs 5/10 to keep him in P2. He probably cover that podium spot. Well, Fraubai is on Neuro Pirate's back. Let's follow this battle. Fraubai picks up another 3-second time penalty, and that's gonna push him back. Fraubai not having an excellent race, so having bad luck the last couple of races. Definitely quick on one lap. Definitely needs to improve himself on his race pace. We're almost going to see the winner of the second race is going to be, if he doesn't crash out in the last corner, gonna be Nelly. For the 2-time in a row, the winner of this race, it's gonna be Nelly again. Congratulations to Nelly for an awesome performance. Gmol picking up P2 from Arjun, only 2/10. Tom H finishing into P4, with Rocky finishing in P5. Brother Adam in P6, decent race from Brother Adam. Farico Toxic into P7, Fraubai is going to drop back probably. Dark RT into P8. Neuropirate and Sharif both jumping Fraubai. So points for both racing points. Fair play to the Racing Point team. Notebomb is gonna finish in P15. And Ava and Farico Samre were lapped. Interesting race in the USA, with Nelly taking another win and extending his championship lead. Definitely gonna call my driver of the day to Gmo Hinny. Gmo has shown that he is quick, had bad luck last race, but showed what he's worth, winning 4 positions and get himself into P2, and that's good to see from Gmo Hinny. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.